Welcome to the Making of a Millionaire series. This is episode 5, and today I want to talk about how to win friends and influence people as a young entrepreneur. Today's video was inspired by Dale Carnegie's book, How to Win Friends and Influence People, but I just wanted to add my own spin and my own take on it and give you my key takeaways from this book, being a young entrepreneur and having a perspective of a young entrepreneur. And so I hope you found value out of this video, and if you do, consider giving it a like and subscribing. So let's just get started. Your problem: dealing with people. Number 1 is to compliment often, condemn rarely. Show the most genuine appreciation towards people. 2, put yourself in someone else's shoes. Try to connect to their worldview, their way of thinking, and how they deal with a difficult situation. 1 is to ask yourself, if I was this person, how would I feel and how would I react in this situation? Number 2 is to pose the statement, if I were in your shoes, I would feel the same way because ... Keep in mind, though, that respect, empathy, and responding calmly and sincerely will take you far. Problem: speaking to new people. How to become a good talker. Become interested in learning from people. Everyone is unique. They have their own story. They have their own flair. And become interested in knowing different types of people. You will learn a lot from not only their stories, but also their life lessons. Number 1 is to come with the approach that you know nothing or are trying to learn everything. 2, let the other person speak and open up. 3, talk only when necessary or when adding to their storyline. Make them feel important. Allowing someone to talk about themselves will make them feel important, noticed, and heard. Talk in the other person's interest. Trying to learn something, interested in the same topic as them, or letting them ramble. Sometimes they just need a vent. But keep in mind that remembering people's names, you can do this by attaching it to a story they told you or a lesson you learned from them. Smile, show your emotion, and make it a game to learn to remember people's names. Do this by learning something about them. Problem: arguing for the wrong reason. Avoid arguing, but if you must, realize making the person feel inferior does not work. It often leads to resentment and defensiveness. Instead, number 1, measure the degree of the result of being wrong. If they are wrong, but it's an honest mistake, a detail in a story, or a little fact, let them be wrong, for the world will not blow up if you let them wallow in their pride. Number 2 is if there is an insurmountable consequence that may occur and confrontation is necessary. First is to learn what the person is thinking. Ask questions from a place of reason and understanding, then dive deeper into it, unravel that knot, and become interested in learning from them. 3 is there are 2 ways that this will go. Either you are wrong, therefore feel bad, apologize a great deal, and say you deeply misunderstood them and become genuine in your apology, or they are still wrong, but don't say that. Instead, be gentle, take the position of I may be wrong or I suspect, and examine their argument and think about a way in the world where their argument would be correct and begin with, in this scenario, you would be correct, but I suspect in this scenario, then say your opinion and say, what do you think? But respect their ideas and dramatize your own. Come from a place of understanding and respect for their point of view, but counter it with dramatizing your own ideas through examples like graphs, stats, actions that show proof in your argument being correct. If they win to your way of thinking, don't say you won. You merely understood their point of view and what would happen in different circumstances. And say, I happen to be correct in this circumstance, and you would have been right in X, Y, or Z issue. Problem: how to manage people. You can't change people. They have to change themselves. So change the way you manage yourself, your emotions, your actions, and the way you handle the situation. Make it a game for them to play. Give them a challenge or a milestone. Number 2 is to make them collaborate, get them to think it was their idea too. Do this by letting them have an opinion or giving them the chance to voice out their ideas on how this may work or how this may play out. Number 2 is to be indirect with the issue. When there is an issue, begin with a compliment or sincere praise. Find something positive about a piece of the situation. Then build on if you continue to blank, it will lead to blank, the positive outcome, or solve the issue yourself. And once it is fixed, give a compliment or appreciation towards someone for either respecting the new change or give praise that they did it themselves or they led to that good change. Lastly, find a solution first, preferably a solution that matches the benefits of the person wants, and then when presented to them in a way that benefits them and gives the person a status to look up to. And lastly, find a solution first, preferably a solution that matches the benefits of the person's wants, and then when presented to them in a way that benefits them You give them a good status to look up to, give them a good name and a fine reputation. That way they have an expectation to look up to. And then show appreciation towards them for doing the right thing. Keep in mind though, gotta stay humble, look to be collaborative, don't minimize, instead find the benefits, and be encouraging towards the positives in all situations. Few lessons I learned, so my key takeaways from this overall book is stories teach. If you want to remember a lesson, tie it with a good story. Number 2 is connect widely. Become interested and know a small majority of the 8 billion people on this planet through your lifetime. Become a learner, become an observer, become somebody who is genuinely interested in trying to learn a little small majority of the population. Diffuse problems. The only way to put out a fire is to remove, not add gas. Same way to a problem. Do not add gas. Whether that's your high emotions, the blame game, negativity, put out the situation calmly, smartly, and with poise. Number 4, positive impressions. Everyone has an opinion about you. Make it a positive opinion. And lastly, number 5, show genuine interest. When there's genuine interest, there is a genuine compliment. So say it with a smile. Those are just some of my key takeaways. I recommend reading the book yourself. I hope you found value out of this video. And like I said, I would appreciate it if you considered subscribing and liking this video. And stay tuned for next week's video.